Hello and welcome to Geeks of the Round, discussion of American Horror Story Coven, Episode 5, Burn Witch Burn. Let's hope we have no problems today. Terrible problems last time.
Right.
And at the table, we've got from left to right, Charles Wheaton. Hello,
Hello.
Charles.
Hello.
Hello, Charles.
Hello, Todd.
Hello, Clarice.
We have Isaiah Mullins sitting next to him very closely.
Hello,
Hands
everyone.
just gracing one another.
The only black guy here again. Yes.
Hello, Isaiah.
Hello.
And sitting next to him, stroking his majestic beard, Johann Phillips. Hello.
Yes, hello. How is everyone? Good.
I'm good.
And Isaiah, I must apologize to you because despite all my efforts, I still cannot find any
Is this
new
about that
pictures
dream you
of
had of
Jessica
him?
Lang.
Well, what was you apologizing for? What was it?
Oh, so this is not about that dream
no,
you had
shut
of
up,
him?
Todd. Hey. No,
thought
I
everybody
was
knew.
trying to make... You ruined my bit, Todd.
Go ahead.
God damn it.
Go back to your Jessica Lange.
I said
made your
I must
bit better.
apologize to Isaiah because despite all my efforts, I still can't find new pictures of Jessica.
That's ridiculous. They're out there. I found them. You've got a horrible effort.
I
They're
almost
out there,
spit my
come on.
Gatorade all over my computer because of that.
Have you not seen season 2? She was almost closely naked. Closely. Red
I
dress.
think I'm gonna need to send Johan and Isaiah some links after this
Oh,
discussion.
they're out there? Wait.
Yes, they are.
Just type Jessica
thought I
Lange
was-
and naked or boobs into the Googles.
I did that.
Google shows you
They
all
all
the
look-
movies.
I
All the
did
movies.
that. It looked like it was, like superimposed.
Welcome to
Google
Geeks of the Round
Images.
discussion, where we talk about boobs all day, every day.
Yes. Boobs.
Yes.
Yes, it quickly.
Every
Boobs.
day,
Boobs.
all boobs, all day.
Oh, the female fans are just hating us right now.
It's
All right.
all men, so we're all.
Before Johan gets into his all-man review, let's get into this discussion. The episode. I'm very excited to know what everybody is thinking. I actually don't know which one of you I'm more excited to hear from right now. What's so funny?
Oh, nothing.
Idiots.
Oh.
All right, listen. The episode was Isaiah.
That was funny. Who's someone else before I finish?
It had Jessica Lange.
Yes, the episode of
Jessica Lange starred in this episode
Okay.
of American Horror Story Coven.
The episode was boring.
Yeah.
Very boring.
How did
I
it even
disagree.
start again? No, it wasn't boring.
Good,
You know
good,
what?
good. I can't wait to hear somebody disagree. And look at you flip-flopping already, Johan.
No.
You're
I
like,
was
yes,
just,
it sucks.
that's a
No, you're
special-
right,
I wasn't
Charles.
paying attention.
Not suck.
I'm sorry, what?
I don't think any of us are. Go ahead. What did you... What's happening?
Well, damn it, I still got Gatorade down the wrong pipe.
Ooh, geez.
But I would have to say this episode, in my personal opinion, was the best episode of the season so far.
Wow.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
I'm
Wow.
the furthest. I'm the furthest. I'm the other end.
Same
And
here.
because of a lot of reasons, let me just say because of Jessica Lange and
This
Isaiah's
one's
love
the
for
best.
her,
Yes.
she may have. She could have been. I think they failed in the use of everything that happened. Like when the lady in the black robe runs by, and I know
Right.
she's pilled up, I know she's drugged up, but where was that? She's supposed to be the supreme. Where was
Right.
that supreme fucking
Bullshit.
witchiness coming out? Like I was expecting, like the ground to move or something as a
Right.
response for her daughter being disfigured.
Right. Something cooler.
and I feel like it was nothing. Like I feel like she just sort of, and that
Oh
hospital
my
was a big
God, the
problem for me
hospital.
too. What the
That's
fuck
something
kind of a
else.
hospital? It has
It was full up with the
stillborn
staff.
babies with bleeding
Right.
women, looking like it was a American Horror Story asylum, and then you
Right.
have
Yeah.
a woman come in and say, complain about the arguing. It's like,
Right.
get the fuck out of here. Go
I know,
go
man.
clean up the stillborn baby and don't.
Right. What's up with all that stuff? I mean,
Yeah.
you see the patients outside their rooms, and you see no one. You see doctors run past them too. By the way, like you're not gonna get them. And plus, that hospital was dirty as hell. Very dirty. Like wow, this hospital
And
is
that
so
bothered
nasty.
me. I mean, I don't.
Yes.
That
No,
bothered the hell out of me.
I mean, just
It
go ahead.
fucked and took it away from me. Go ahead.
I was just saying that I thought it was a great
No,
episode.
there's lagging going on now.
Yeah, there's bad lagging.
Yeah, I can hear echo. I don't know who it's coming from.
It's Todd.
Yeah. Oh, okay. But what I was saying was is that the hospital scene was I wasn't really bothered by that, and the whole scene where the stillborn that the Jessica Lange looked at. I mean, she healed her. I thought that was great. It was very touching. And that
Yeah,
whole
I agree
scene,
with
I
that.
was like, you know what? I'm kind of on Fiona's side at that point.
Yeah. I
But-
mean, it's not. You go ahead. Sorry.
But my favorite moment of the entire episode was when Zoe went all Army of Darkness on
Oh,
the.
psh.
Oh yeah.
That was
what-
literally
that's what I
a
hate the
double
most.
punch of Evil Dead references.
I'm sorry. I didn't
Yeah.
like that scene
I
whatsoever.
said to Johan on the phone earlier, I said that there was a scene he was either going to love or he was going to hate, and that's the scene I was referring to. What did you think of it?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
okay.
fuck.
You were saying Bruce Campbell and everything.
Well, I didn't know if you were talking about me or my
The
beard.
guy named
Sorry.
Johan. The guy
Um,
who's been talking about Bruce Campbell all season
Right.
long,
fucking
wishing
week.
for Bruce Campbell, and you got a double punch Army of Darkness reference. She not only mentioned Army of Darkness, but she also did
That Army
a very
Darkness.
Bruce Campbell-esque pose.
Yes,
Yeah,
she
which
did
is
when she
kinda-
held the chainsaw up and she did the face. That was pretty cool. I'll admit that was a
How'd you
cool
feel about
reference.
I have to disagree
How I
on
feel,
that
it was
part.
cool. It was a cool reference. It was a great reference. I thought it was cool, and that scene was also shot very Sam Raimi-esque.
Yeah.
I thought with the quick close-up shots and everything.
See, now I was
Camera.
indifferent. I was
I mentioned
absolutely
Really?
indifferent on
I
the
was
whole
indifferent with
scene
that shit.
because of the episode itself. It was a lackluster episode. Therefore, when they pulled the Army of Darkness card, I kind of didn't care.
Yeah, same here. It's like, really? And then you think about the chainsaw. Like, how heavy is that chainsaw?
You know what?
Looking
And
at
you
Steve's
know
body.
what? Show up because that scene also had great practical effects.
Also, here's one thing I like to say. Can't the voodoo priestess feel the pain the zombies are feeling? Like, she didn't feel no pain when those zombies were getting sliced up and diced up by a chainsaw?
I guess not.
No, I don't think so. She feels
'Cause,
like a
but-
force, but not the pain.
But wait a minute. What when the
Yeah.
zombies got shot by those guys in the last episode? She felt their pain like that, but then
No,
She-
she wasn't feeling the pain of the zombies. That was not pain. That was anger.
oh, that was bullshit.
It was anger, clear as day.
Oh, that wasn't no anger. That was straight bullshit.
But
It's like,
you know
"Oh,
what was
so
solved?
angry."
You know
They were
what
mad
was
because
solved
of
for sure?
bullshit.
We questioned early on whether or not Queenie had regenerative abilities, and now I think that's clear, right? It's
Yeah,
it's
clear
clear.
that when she cuts her own throat.
Yeah.
So why doesn't excuse me? Why, for instance, when the rape got awkward between her
Right.
and the Minotaur, why is it that she didn't make the Minotaur feel it up his own ass?
Right.
Yeah, good point.
And then also,
it just came up right now. I just thought
And
about
also
it.
getting back to the
Good
whole
point.
woman in the black cloak. How they discovered her was pretty weak, but how they falsified evidence, quote unquote, they did.
Okay,
Like
Myrtle
Right,
Snow,
that was
as we
bullshit.
know, we all know it's Myrtle Snow.
Yeah, that
we
was
still
easy,
think it's
too.
Myrtle Snow.
It's Myrtle Snow. It was
But-
so easy.
All right.
And again, sorry for the lag, guys. I'm not interrupting. Well, that time I did. Sorry, Charles.
That's okay. But my only issue with the episode was during that whole scene where Fiona was in front of the council and she was like putting accusations towards Myrtle Snow, And I was like, where is your evidence coming from?
She got the evidence from those flashbacks he did. Like, she took pictures of that
What?
fucking wall in the motel. Like, oh, you didn't take that down, lady? You left?
Well, they pulled that out of their ass.
Pretty much.
Yeah. I mean, and
There
then
was
also,
a quick turnaround on that. Yeah.
and then the
she
whole
admitted
scene,
she admitted too, by the way.
the whole flashback to what she saw the woman in the black cloak in the hospital hallway going into the elevator. I originally thought that was a hallucination from what she saw at the bar.
I don't think so.
That's what I thought.
It could have been a hallucination. That's not a horrible theory.
Yeah.
She was hyped up on pills.
But she saw the black cloak when she left the bar, though.
So
Yeah,
did she
yeah.
throw acid in? Did Myrtle Snow throw acid in her face?
Well, the evidence was proven.
No.
She admitted it.
No,
She
they
admitted it.
revealed at the end of the show that that Myrtle Snow was being framed by Fiona and Queenie.
No,
Well, yeah,
that's
no,
what-
I know that.
no.
But they still, that doesn't mean that she didn't throw acid in her face.
Yeah, she
I don't-
admitted it too.
Yeah, you're right. It doesn't mean she didn't do it, and this was just.
She may have
Fiona.
killed. Yeah, she may have not have killed. She may have not have killed what's her face, but
Yeah, she killed her,
that
but
doesn't mean she
did
didn't
acid.
throw acid in.
Well, then again,
In
I
the
mean,
other one's face.
when Fiona pulled off her glove and showed the acid burn, and it was because of Queenie's voodoo doll.
Well, yeah.
But then she admitted it too. by the
I
way.
remember the woman in the black cloak had when she threw acid and damn it, what is her name? Cordelia.
Yeah, I don't,
okay.
yeah,
Cordelia,
Cordelia.
yeah.
She tosses it in her face, or whoever tosses it in her face. She's wearing gloves.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe Myrtle Snow did do it, but Fiona only used Queenie in order to come
Make
up
the
with
evidence stronger.
there.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Well, here's a question I have because now with Cordelia and Myrtle Snow, obviously in the
Oh,
end,
bullshit.
hippie chick comes and
Mhm.
resurrects Myrtle.
He
Now,
was right,
is
Todd.
she
He was right.
gonna be? And hey, by the way, hippie chick healed Frankenstein boy's wounds, so I'm sure she's gonna somewhat heal Myrtle Snow. I'm sure. Yeah, maybe she'll look like Freddy Krueger, but she's not going to look like a burnt hot dog.
Right.
And
Michael
so
was not good in
going
that
back
one.
to Cordelia's eyes, if that hippie girl has the power to fix wounds and stuff like that, and Queenie can cut her own throat and fix that, why can't the Supreme fix her daughter's eyes? Why is it such a
Yeah.
huge deal?
That's a good
Yeah.
question too.
Well, and on the
They
note
said
of
the eyes
Cordelia's,
are there, all the obstacles.
yeah, but on the subject of Cordelia being a thing, I mean, and then her husband walked into the hospital room where Fiona was sitting next to him, and they had that whole argument, and Fiona, I kind of suspected this, but I didn't really completely see it. Fiona doesn't trust Cordelia's husband,
No
and
shit.
just that whole
They said
argument.
that earlier on.
Yeah, they said
Yeah,
that.
that whole argument between the two I thought was cool.
Yeah.
The nurse that walked in there and told one of them was either going to leave or they had to shut up. I was like, you know what? How about you shut up and get out?
How about do your job and get those
Well,
patients in the room?
I was like, how about you shut up and clean the hospital, turn the fucking lights on, fix up the stillborn baby, put the patients back in their rooms, go over to the mental ward and hire some people.
Right. It's
And
just that
stop
reality
worrying
is broken
about an
completely.
argument.
The
Yeah.
reality of it was broken badly.
Oh,
Yeah.
and by the way, your floors are crooked because every shot is from a fucking angle.
Right. It was terrible editing.
Okay, is the direction of the season pissing anybody else off besides me and Todd?
It's pissing me off.
Is what?
The direction, the direction style, or the direct that they're going with all the side panel.
No,
shots
I
and
wouldn't.
everything.
Well, the
I mean-
artsy stuff, yeah, the artsy stuff is
Yeah,
kind of
artsy
pissing me
stuff
off
is
because they're
Yeah, because it's
they're-
getting too excessive.
Right.
It's fucking American
Also,
Horror Story, not a.
Also, let's get to the
art for
also,
the sake of art.
Also, that
Yeah.
It's not
intro
American Art
was-
Show.
Right, the intro for this show was awful in my book, very awful.
Yeah.
Because we already know Kate Beckinsale's character is evil, but you go into
Yeah,
beyond
I thought that
extreme
was
now.
ridiculous.
Like, we get it.
Yeah,
She was evil, and then you do this
and
stupid
that
crap
proved
here.
my Halloween theory. That proved my
Right.
Halloween theory that I said this week should have been the Halloween episode, because that's a popular Halloween parlor game where you
What?
put grapes in a bowl and you
What?
have all the kids feel the grapes in their eyeballs, and you put spaghetti and you have them feel it,
Yeah,
and
that
Yeah.
scene was
something
like
else.
over. It
It's
was
What?
But
over.
supposed to
in
be
this, it's
festive.
What are you
yeah, saying
talking about,
eyeballs
Kate
and
Beckinsale?
guts.
Hmm?
You,
Kate
Isaiah,
Beckinsale?
you said Kate Beckinsale. She's not in the
Kate.
show.
I don't give a care. Her
Oh,
name is
Kathy.
Kate. Or Kathy, Kate. You guys
One
agree
of
with
those.
me? Shut up.
Oh, I completely ignore Isaiah's naming of people because
Exactly.
it's very usually off. So I pretend
Well,
I know.
I don't even know what character he's talking about. I mean, I know Isaiah
man,
enough
how
that he
about
makes
that?
mistakes like that.
Kathy
but I-
Bates. Kathy Bates.
Okay,
Kathy
okay,
Bates.
there we
Yeah,
go.
Kathy
Be
Now
quiet.
Louis.
Yes.
Be quiet, Josh Whedon. Be
I
quiet,
got
Josh
you,
Whedon.
Isaiah. I
Thank
understood you.
Thank you. Anyways, her character
Not
is
your
still-
co-host of a dynamic duo. He didn't get you.
But yeah, I think you guys must agree that that intro was off, or just it shouldn't have been in there. Like we get the whole point. She is evil, and then you pull this crap here, like so she's evil to her daughters. Like, oh, so what's the point of caring about her character now?
Well, no, the whole thing that's going
That was
on
messed
with,
up with the leg, though.
Yeah, it was.
the whole thing that's going on with Kathy Bates' character. Yes, she was evil back when she was still relevant in that whole time in the old time New Orleans. But nowadays, what's going on? Her relationship with Queenie. I don't think she's necessarily like good. I think she's going through a path of redemption. She
And
might eventually evolve into becoming good.
and at this point, I don't care because the writers if they keep putting intros like that about Kathy Bates. I keep saying fuck it. That character's backstory is like, man, I don't care anymore. You're an evil person. All that other,
Yeah.
if you try to redeem yourself, it will be pointless. Like all the things you did, it's inhuman.
Well,
doesn't
it's starting to
mean
Right.
look like that I'm the only one that enjoyed this episode.
No, I enjoyed it too.
I think
I
so.
enjoyed it too, Charles.
I think you and Johan should go watch it together again.
Yeah.
Shut up, Todd.
Because you guys are lame.
Hey, I
and then,
I thought it was a good episode. I didn't hate it. How does everyone else feel about this other subplot with the with what's his face, the guy who cut out his tongue, the butler of the
Oh,
house?
I,
who
I
said
like
he
it. I
I
like
like him
that.
still.
creepy.
still like
I
him.
do too. With being a
He's the only
creepy
thing that's
doll
actually good in the
collector
show.
and shit.
Only thing that
Sounds
comes to
scary.
mind when I see that whole scene with him and that Madison's dead corpse,
Yeah.
necrophilia.
Or just a
Oh,
sick
yeah.
perv. He's just like little girls.
No, I don't think he takes his pee-pee out. I
Nah,
don't
I
think
think
he
he
takes
does.
it to that level.
He has a porcelain doll fetish.
He probably gets a boner, and he probably like pokes it and semen comes out.
Also,
But I don't think he has sex.
also, did anyone see that?
You don't
whole-
think
like
he has
pokes
sexual
with his finger.
acts with her?
Also, well, how did
No,
also
no.
when did Zoe get that cool power to stop the zombie bullshit?
This
Just
is the
today.
This is the first episode that showed it.
No, because there was no build up to it. Like, oh, so
Well,
she had powers.
she,
but
like
out
we've
of
all
nowhere.
speculated, she is the real new Supreme.
That's still
So-
a no shit factor.
And so,
Although
I
it
mean,
could also
like-
be the hippie chick.
it seems I'm the one that suggested it would be the hippie chick, and you shot it down.
Well, it's not hippie chick anymore.
I would not want it. I would not want
Wait,
it.
who
but
do you
that
think
doesn't
is the
mean
new
it's not
Supreme?
logical.
I think it's Zoe. We
Oh,
all
Zoe,
think
yeah.
it's Zoe.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
But
But,
for stable plot.
I mean, it's just this is probably going to be the first of several abilities it's just going to show.
Yay!
Oh, can't you just hear that enthusiasm?
I know.
I'd be
And there's
more
that
interested
enthusiasm again.
if they would have shown some damn abilities with Jessica Lange. I just feel
Pretty
like
much.
if you are such a badass witch and you're hit so hard, there should have been something. Which does prove Charles's theory of the woman in black being a hallucination in the hospital.
Could have been. However,
And I know
Mar-
we pretty much mentioned that, but yeah,
however, Martha
I'm
admitted it.
solid on
She
that.
somewhat admitted, like, okay, whatever.
I suppose she could be. I don't know.
But then who?
Or it's just lame.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe the writers of the show just suck. I think that's a more likely scenario.
Yeah, because they ended that plot already. Like, oh, woman in black. Okay, we got that covered up.
Yeah.
It's Martha. We're done. Going to the next story.
Yeah.
Look, let's not crap on so much because we're gonna make Charles feel bad. What exactly though are some of the things you loved about it?
Jessica Lange.
Yes.
She's hot when she's angry.
There you go, Isaiah.
Charles, you're on mute or something.
No, I'm not on mute. I'm just not talking.
Oh,
Oh, come
what
on,
did you
talk
love
for a
about
moment.
it? Nate, just sell me on this episode.
Okay, at the beginning of the episode when it was in the bar, and then Cordelia walked out screaming in pain, having her eyes, and just feeling his reaction to the whole situation, I thought that was great. I loved it. Then the
There,
whole zombie,
yes, we're in agreement so far.
Yeah.
and then the whole scene with the zombies, I thought was great. Just
At the
in-
beginning, you
in-
still have me.
one thing that I did, this is a little off my likes of it, but just the whole scene where like that guy got hit in the back with the axe from that zombie, I was kind of hoping he was gonna die.
She was not gonna
Why?
die.
Then he would have been pointless. If he would have died, he would have
Right.
been pointless, unless, of course, that would have made his mother, who's the witch, angry. I'm still saying that family is witches and warlocks
I don't see
or
it.
stinky werewolves. Although they
Yeah.
said they're not doing werewolves and vampires on this show.
He
Thank
already
God.
did zombies.
Yeah,
Well,
but they
they did
said that
aliens.
they're not doing werewolves and vampires. Period.
They're
They
doing
They
they're
fucking
doing
better
voodoo.
not.
They're doing voodoo zombies, not actual zombies.
Right. Well, to be fair,
Yeah.
voodoo zombies were the original zombies.
True,
Yeah,
true, but they're not
white
doing the
zombies.
kind of zombies that eat flesh.
Right, they're not the George
Right.
Romero zombies.
Yes.
You know, let's get to the obvious comparisons here because I read an article on Bloody Disgusting that said American Horror Story punches Walking Dead in the face.
No.
I disagree.
No,
Bullshit.
not even close. No, that's
And we
right.
all disagree there.
Yeah, that's all. A big
'Cause that-
steaming pile of dog shit.
Yeah, because they make them for Walking
Right,
Dead.
that's
Yeah.
what I thought. I didn't hate the zombies, and I didn't, and I
Okay.
liked their use of it. And
Yeah.
I think it was midway. I think it was once Fiona started. I think it was once the hospital came into play is when the episode really lost me, and it never was able to suck me back or off. So
Yeah.
I was kind of
for
like
that, I
pissed
was
off with
left
that.
unfulfilled.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I honestly, both The Walking Dead and this show are, back and forth for me. So
Yeah, I agree.
when I heard that, I was just like, they both shows suck, have their high points and low points.
Right.
So, with
So-
that being said, this episode I enjoyed it. You know what? I did not hate the episode. I thought it had a lot of good moments. I also enjoyed the hospital scene when Jessica Lange brought the baby back. That was a
Wow.
touching scene.
Well, I
And
thought
you
it
know
was
what?
a bunch of bull freaking shit. I thought it was a
Bullshit.
stupid, scribbled together by children scene. I hated it.
It was kind of like forced emotion there, like.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
she
get
got
what
baby
you're
back to
saying.
life. No, in fact, it's
Which
a warning.
makes their racism, as we were discussing after a conversation recently, the fact that they showing that scene with the baby and the way it was, that hospital proved they're about shock value, which takes away their right to use those racist things because they're not just depicting them as being horrific, they're depicting them for shock value.
Right.
Well, yeah.
It becomes offensive too.
This fucking whole show is based on shock
And I
value.
hated that baby scene again. So,
All right,
what
well,
did you love about it? It made you cry. You said it was touching.
I,
The only thing I liked about that scene
cried.
is because
I'm going to say it right
Frozen,
now on live
that's fine.
television. I got choked up. I got a lump
Seriously?
in my throat. Yeah.
wow.
Yes, I did. Judge away. I don't give a shit.
Jessica Lange's acting was great in that scene. She
Yeah.
turns tin cans into gold, to quote Charlie Sheen.
Right. She was the only person that
So,
actually.
you know what? Her acting carried that scene, if anything else. If
Right,
not,
She
she
did,
did
and
well.
hey, even the
anything
woman with the baby, her acting was good too. But
Yeah.
just the structure of the scene, the placement of the scene, the mere
Yeah,
I
existence
get
of the
what you're
scene
saying.
was questionable to me.
Yeah, it could have
But
been.
you
a
know
clean
what,
hospital,
Todd?
clean-
Another thing we need to talk about.
What?
When Cordelia's husband held her hand and she saw the vision.
Oh
about that?
yeah, thank you for bringing that up. That was,
that was
something
some
fucking
straight A
special there.
bullshit.
Yeah.
No, I like that.
Right,
I
to me,
like
I
that.
like
She
that,
just
'cause that
like
came out of
it
nowhere.
reminded me of Jean Grey or like
Yeah, I know
Which
Jean
one
Grey.
turned Jean Grey's? I'm making the right
Yeah,
reference
it's
here,
Jean
right?
Grey or Emma Frost.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it
okay.
reminded me of some of that, something like that, and
Some X-Men
I think
shit.
it's kind of cool. Cool.
Yeah,
Or
but
to
Yeah.
make Johan happy, it reminded me of the girl's metamorphosis at the end of Todd and the Book of Pure Evil,
yeah,
All
but then
right,
it
whatever.
raised a
I
question
like
too. By the
to a
way,
X-Men
much
too,
lesser
Todd.
extent.
I mean, it raised a question though. If she can see, if she when he first touched her hand when she was blind, and she saw what he did, why didn't it happen beforehand? Like he must have did a lot of other crazy stuff, and
No, because she's got this new powers.
out of
This is
nowhere,
Oh,
new. She's
out of
yeah,
nowhere.
she's
Yeah.
like Phoenix because she
wait.
lost her senses.
No,
Wait,
But
she
out of
has new
nowhere.
powers. Hold on,
Wait,
no.
look,
She
Charles
has
looks
new
like he's gonna
powers.
explode, Johan. You're
I
gonna
just
really
want to say
do that
this.
to the
She had.
man?
All right, go ahead.
I'm gonna explode. Huge, wild speculation right now.
He had no powers from the beginning.
Who knows? No, she had powers. We just didn't know what they were. But I don't think it was precognition, what psychic abilities, whatever. I think that instead of Zoe being the new Supreme, it might be Cordelia.
Okay, that's a
Daughter
stretch
against
there.
mother. Daughter against mother.
That's kind of a
you
bigger
know,
stretch.
I think she has new powers.
Maybe.
It's because the
Eh,
writers wanted her to have new powers.
basically.
She had powers.
I'll
We
have
didn't
to
say no discussion
disagree
about having her
there.
powers.
I'll have to disagree there. I think that was the finer touch of the episode.
I don't know because that was just so lame.
Okay, since we're off on that one, how about what about the part where Queenie talks to Fiona after they framed Myrtle Snow?
That scene
I
was kind
thought
of
that
forced.
was lame.
I thought it was kind of forced. Like
Oh, you
really?
said forced. I thought we were disagreeing again.
No,
No,
that
I
was lame
agree
too.
with you.
Oh yeah, it was lame and kind of. It was really forced.
It was a bit of a weak scene. It was, but because of what's going on with Queenie questioning what she did with Fiona, I
Leave
think
Martha.
Fiona might think of her as a liability now.
Well,
But how can you
she's playing with her sense
ego?
of being an outcast and ego, and she's offering her, the supreme, which is the supreme something that can be given, or is
Or
it something
granted?
that yes, or is it something that's only,
Born.
it just comes
Well,
upon some.
I always thought the whole supreme witch thing was something that was inherited. It wasn't something that could be given or
Right.
achieved. It could only be inherited.
So
Because
it
it
might.
made it sound like she was offering it, right?
Right, and she might.
Or no?
She might. That's why this plot might be even longer
Just
too.
that whole scene, I kind of had the feeling she was just playing on Queenie's ego.
Pretty much, that's how it was. Like,
Okay.
Yeah, but but you know what? I do kind of like that. I like that we're gonna have this sort of Carrie-esque scenario with Queenie, where she's gonna be a pretty girl, and
it's a stretch too.
no, I mean she's gonna get a bit of a big head about herself because
yeah.
she's gonna start believing she's the supreme, and I think that could lead to some interesting stuff.
Might.
It needs to because Gabourey Sidibe is not on my top of the cast list. She was good the first few episodes, but the last few episodes, her acting has been pretty lame.
Who was that again?
Precious, Queenie.
Oh, you should have said that. You should have said Precious. I don't know what real name.
Precious.
Yes, her acting is not good. It's kind of. She's pretty much that character that's boring. Except for Nan.
It
I like
was
Nan.
good. It was good. Nan's great.
She's always
I mean,
great.
Precious, you got my welfare money.
Someone's seen the movie.
Yeah.
I actually started reading the sequel book about her son. I had to stop myself.
What? There's a sequel book to the movie?
I read over half of the book at the library, and I put it back on the shelf. I almost checked it out.
What about Precious's mongoloid son?
No,
The sons you
another
didn't eat.
kid.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Oh, nice one, Isaiah.
Here comes a
All
hateful
right,
comment.
let's get let's
Hmm.
let's get back to something here.
Yeah.
What else was there this episode? Because that was all I saw, and
Yeah.
like I said, I was watching it, and I just wasn't drawn in. It was like I was just staring at the screen, and
Happened.
nothing mattered. Yeah, because nothing happened like I expect. Maybe my expectations were too high
I was hoping
after
for a lot of
last
twists and
week's.
turns.
Maybe just a bit.
Hey, well, but wait, isn't it the show's job to when they set my expectations high to deliver upon said expectations?
No.
Yeah, if you look at Breaking Bad, yeah.
No. Well, yeah. Well, you know, don't compare this show to Breaking Bad.
Yeah,
I
don't
wasn't trying
compare
to.
anything.
I was making an example, people. Don't take me
Yeah.
wrong.
I mean, that's like comparing a dollar menu McDonald's cheeseburger to filet mignon.
That's like comparing classic Coke to some how's the rest of the line go?
What?
Nobody.
To New Coke?
No, I was you guys were going Breaking Bad, so I figured I would
Like
somehow try to rein it back in with another Breaking
That's
Bad
like
reference. I don't know
comparing
how I figured that to work.
classic Coke to Pepsi.
All right, let's just move on here.
Right.
Let's just move on. Any other major points anybody wanted to discuss? Because there's not for me, and
No.
that
Yeah,
kind
the
of
ending was weak though, so I
Yeah,
didn't see nothing.
and wasn't those albino brothers?
Yeah, what's up with that? He's like Men in Black in
Oh,
albino.
yeah.
We
I wanna know
first
what
saw
their
them
story
in the
is.
first episode.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we what in the first episode?
like
We
for-
saw them in the first episode.
The Men in Black.
Yes.
It's just like for some random reason they have two albinos in their.
Well,
in their
that's what I'm
little clique,
afraid of.
in their little witch
I'm
clique.
afraid. That's what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid it's just some random reason.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Of course
You
it
know?
is.
Because I did also, it's another set of expectations raised. Being that we saw them in the first episode, when I saw them again, I was like, "Oh, cool, these guys." But
There's-
immediately, I was like, "Oh, wait, they're not even gonna properly use these guys again
No,
properly.
they're
just
not
gonna
at
be
all.
there. They're just gonna serve whatever purpose they serve, and they're not gonna, be an integral piece." I'm sort of a
Because
believer that everything in a
Because of the
story should
artsy
be an
fartsy
integral
assholes
piece.
that direct this show. Because of the artsy fartsy assholes who direct this show.
I think the promos we had before the show, before the season aired, the things that had pretty much nothing to do, excuse me, pretty much nothing to do with the actual show itself. I
Yeah.
think those were very indicative of what we're going to be seeing throughout the season. A lot of flair, a lot of pins,
A lot of
This is
shock
like
value.
the Fridays of horror,
Yeah.
this is the
A
Fridays
lot
of
of
horror.
shock
What is it
value.
in Office Space? What's the name of the restaurant in Office Space?
If I don't know, I don't remember.
That's a long.
Shenanigans?
I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that
It's
movie in
the-
years.
It's
Is
the
it Shenanigans?
shenanigans. Whatever. Let's
That's
just say it is and
wait,
move on.
Shenanigans.
It's the shenanigans of horror.
Yeah.
Shenanigans.
I don't know. I'm
Shenanigans.
not feeling it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to like the show, but
I
there's
do.
just so many shock values.
I do want to like it. Wild
I do
speculations.
too. Well, no, I never
Because
watched
I've
it.
asked
Speculation?
points. All right, I've asked. Yeah, good. Charles.
I have no wild speculation for this episode.
Really?
None.
Wow. I got some.
All right, Isaiah, give it to us.
All
Give
right.
it to us good.
The
Give it to
forest
Johan
lady.
first.
The forest lady. The forest lady is gonna be the main villain in this whole season. If you just
Agreed.
look at that last scene, yeah, she's gonna be the main villain.
I think you're right.
And then two sides are gonna come together.
I hope that's the route it goes,
Which
and I
two
hope
sides?
that.
Oh, you think the forest lady is gonna end up putting Angela Bassett and Fiona's team together?
Oh.
Yeah, pretty much. If you just look at it,
Which would end
what?
What?
Which would end the war. Yeah, which would end the war between those two. Like I've seen that scene. It's like a TV trope.
It would also, in effect, join forces with Kathy Bates and Angela Bassett.
Correct.
Johan, what were you gonna say?
Oh no, I was just gonna say I hope that's the direction that the show goes into. What Isaiah was saying.
Oh
I
really?
hope
I
that
was
they're.
hoping not.
Oh wait. Well no, well no. What I meant to say was is I'm hoping that there is a main villain revealed in this show, and they end it with the fight and all of that with the main villain.
Well, the main villain
Yeah,
they're showing
because
us right now is Angela Bassett. Um,
but she's not really a
or
villain though, if you think about it.
Wait,
right,
which one
she's
is
not
Angela
really
Bassett again?
Maria
The
Laveau.
voodoo
voodoo
priest.
priestess.
Oh, her, yeah. But yeah, like Isaiah said, she's not really a villain. She's not.
Because
Right, that's what
we
I'm
don't hate
saying.
her.
But no, but that's like the opposing force of the main focus. The main characters of the
Yeah,
show.
but
Right.
who
But
knows?
I've been
But
thinking from the
here's a
beginning,
wild
Isaiah. Sorry
speculation.
about that.
Well,
Uh huh.
here's my wild speculation. I think maybe a greater evil will reveal itself, and then Angela Bassett's
Force it.
character and the Coven are gonna have to join forces to face this greater evil, or greater enemy.
This is bound to happen. That's how
Yeah,
TV tropes do
the
it.
the hippie chick.
But she
Right.
doesn't seem like she's bad.
Oh, she is. See that look in her
She's
eyes? That nice, sexy look.
yeah, but
No,
really,
but
she's in her.
Myrtle.
Well, she brought back to life the what's her face Myrtle because to her she was bringing back an innocent victim.
No, no,
Being
not innocent victim in my book.
you think Myrtle threw acid
That's gonna be
in Cordelia's
interesting.
face?
Yeah, because she didn't when she didn't really fight it that much when
Well,
she
she
went
did.
against
Well, they did
Fiona.
because
And yes, her hand.
they also had that whole thing where she enchanted the butler's tongue. That's why he cut it out because he couldn't tell a lie or he couldn't keep or he couldn't keep things hidden.
And plus, yeah, and Myrtle hates Fiona anyways. Really hates her. So yeah, motive's there.
Yeah,
The motive is there. The crime is there. Everything's there.
I suppose. Yeah,
You know,
yeah. So,
I got something I gotta ask you guys. It's seeming to me that all of these witches are one-trick ponies. Am I mistaken
Right.
Yeah.
in my
No,
perception of the
I don't think so.
characters?
I don't think so. Because
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be cool in the first episode. Like, okay, we're gonna be like the X-Men, but then it shifts to somewhere like, oh, they don't got nothing else interesting to do. Oh,
Well, it is like the
yeah.
X-Men because the X-Men are pretty much all one-trick ponies.
Yeah.
They've
Yeah,
all got their
but
one
there's more
specific
detail too. Then
power, and it's yeah. But it seems like these are the X-Men with less detail.
yeah,
Well, no, the
Charles, you
Supreme
seemed to have a
has.
thought on it a minute ago.
Oh.
I guess
I
not,
don't really
Johan?
know. I don't really know yet.
Oh, I guess so.
No, I was gonna say,
Because they're only showing us one, though, right?
but the Supreme has
Emperor.
all the powers. That's the whole thing
they
with the
never showed it
Supreme.
though.
No, they didn't.
Okay, well, the Supreme has all these different powers, but it seems as though the witches only have one apiece. Like,
Yeah.
Queenie cuts herself.
But they still
Nan
have.
is a telepathic.
But they still have the powers of a witch, even though they only have
Yeah,
one
Like
power
what?
because
That's
they
what I'm-
brought. Well,
What
they
do
put
they-
the
what do
Zoe
they have?
and what's her phrase brought back fucking Frankenstein boy with the
But that was only
fucking-
one-time ordeal.
Oh,
That
yeah,
was
so
every
they
time.
could do
Incantation.
spells. They could do spells.
yeah, like spells and
Ooh.
yeah.
And then Zoe put a spell out her ass. Like, oh, you put a spell like that? How'd you know that? Oh no, you didn't know? Oh, okay. Thanks.
I
Thank you,
shouldn't
writers,
be
for just
asking
going
these
ahead.
questions, though. I shouldn't be asking these questions 5 hours into a show about witches. I'm sorry. I should know everything there is to know about their fucking magic.
Right.
I think it's
It's
very
all
much
bullshit
an underused.
anyway. Who cares?
How so?
I have a bad. I have a bad.
What do you mean how
feeling about this
so?
episode season.
Are you telling me
So,
witches are real?
Oh, are we even debating if witches are real?
Oh
No,
dear
Witches?
God, here we go.
I said it's all bullshit,
Well,
and
of
you're like,
course it's
how
bullshit,
so?
you weirdo.
And
Yeah,
you were like,
because I didn't
how
expect you to
so?
contest. Because I didn't expect you to contest the reality of witches, sir.
Well, I
This
thought
is
that.
not a Zack Snyder.
Well, that's what I meant when I said
I
it's
just
all
thought it was a
bullshit.
given.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so let's go back to talking about the X-Men,
Uh,
since their powers are real. Let's go talk about
no,
the
they're not.
X-Men.
That's bullshit too.
If X-Men
No
powers
crap.
are real, I want the power of Wolverine.
Stretch penis.
What?
Yes. I want stretchy skin. I want like like
What Colossus
Mr.
powers?
Fantastic
Yes,
or
ladies,
Plastic Man.
it's that big.
Yeah.
Okay, ladies, he's just lied
Or
to you.
or it's
I
that
can wear it
small.
like a scarf.
Or just get a black guy.
Oh man.
I toss my bottle of Gatorade at you.
Let's
Right,
stop
because I
talking
was
about it.
right.
It's all bullshit, guys. Guys,
Right.
nobody can have an elastic penis. Nobody can have an elastic penis. Let's stop talking about it. It's bullshit. We're gonna upset Johan.
I explained Howard. No, never mind. Forget him.
Damn it. But you know what? That's the one thing I wish was real.
Wow, really, Johan?
Who wouldn't want? What man? Tell me one man that wouldn't want to have an elastic penis. Show me one man.
Huh,
Well, what kind of elasticity are we talking? Are we talking like a big hanging noodle that stretches and really serves no purpose?
Well, yeah, like you can form it into any size you want.
Why
Like-
aren't you just saying you want a bigger penis? Is that what you're just saying?
I remember this conversation went to. I think it's about the show.
Yeah.
And on that note, does anybody have anything else they want to say about American Horror Story?
No, I
No,
got nothing.
I'm out. I'm good.
I'm done with this tomfoolery. All right. I have no wild speculations because you guys covered them all. I think you're all most likely right or wrong. Both bases covered.
Hope I'm wrong.
You've had so many speculations. I don't know which one to address first. I hope you're right about the hippie girl though,
She would be the main villain and everyone comes together to fight her?
because that's what I've been seeing. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's going to happen.
So that's it.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
That's it.
Tune in next week, same time, Geeks of the Round channel. And also you have, let's see, next show we have on this Geeks of the Round is going to be
Walking Dead.
the
Walking
Walking
Dead
Dead
on
on Sunday. We have the Blacklist, no, Walking Dead on Sunday, Blacklist Tuesday,
Walking Dead.
Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Wednesday.
Walking Dead is on Monday.
Yes.
Yeah, Walking
The
Dead's on Monday.
discussion.
Blacklist is on Tuesday. Isn't Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. on Wednesday?
Yes.
On Wednesday,
Yes.
an American
Yeah,
Horror
yeah.
Story from Thursday. That's 4 shows, 4 days a week, Monday through Thursday. All the shows are the same time, 8 Pacific, 11 Eastern. And you guys have shows too that you do on your websites, right? What are they called?
You want to go first, Charles?
Yeah. On our show is Dynamic Duo Reviews. We talk about shows that we both watch, but then we also have shows that we watch by ourselves, and we do solo reviews. For me, I do reviews for Supernatural, Person of Interest, Dracula, Once Upon a Time in Wonderland, Vampire Diaries, the originals, and anything else I find interesting. And then Isaiah, what do you do?
Sir, I do Homeland. I do anything that you can't watch anyways, like HBO. I do Scandal. And what else? All the shows I mostly do is with you, so pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, and the
Are
shows
there
that we
bubble
do
baths?
together.
Yes. Are there bubble baths?
Hell no.
Yeah. Yeah, and the shows that we talk about together usually are around shows like Arrow or sometimes
American
Agents
Horror.
of Shield or Arrow. Oh, I already said Arrow. Just
Sleepy
whatever we.
Hollow.
Yeah.
Arrow again.
Yeah. And Arrow and Arrow and Arrow and
Yeah.
Arrow and
And
then
American
How
Horror
is
Flash
Arrow?
Stories, which we're gonna do with
And you
Arrow
can
as well.
find that at youtube.com/arrow/arrow/arrow/arrow/arrow.
Arrowhead.
You know what? How is Arrow?
It depends what you talk to people with.
Well, why
Personally-
don't you tell Johan what YouTube page to go to watch your to watch your review of Arrow?
Oh yeah, what is your guys' website or YouTube page?
we don't have a custom URL set for it yet, but yeah.
So 00.0/004.
Yeah, pretty
Okay.
much.
Pretty much.
We're still trying to figure out what we're gonna give what custom URL we're gonna give it to. So we only have like a couple
Just
of
look for
videos
these
on it.
guys in the Geeks of the Round community.
Pretty
You look
much.
for their faces and their names. You click and you find, and it's there.
Yes.
It's
You click, you
there,
find.
right there, with the sausage. We'll touch
What?
the
Johan.
sausage.
What do you do?
What do we do? Well, me and Todd, we have a new show. Todd and Johan are horrible people. It is
That's not for you.
it's a podcast, and it's currently on YouTube right now. On
No custom URLs either.
on Todd
Oh yeah,
Grundle's
it's on
page.
Todd Grundle's page.
Yeah, on his YouTube page. And so check us out.
And also subscribe to Geeks of the Round at YouTube and geeksoftheround.com. And thank you. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.